Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the vendors, superstar dynamic duo of Des Lorcan and Ali Aziz and the team at Stockdale and Lego, my name is Andy Reid and I would like to welcome you all to this auction here today. It is absolutely wonderful to see you all here on this rather chilly afternoon. I hope you all appreciate being inside this gorgeous and wonderful property right here at 23 Taylors Lane in Rowville. Let's kick things off by going through the contract of sale and the Section 32 statement. Now, these have been on display for the past 30 minutes or so, so I won't go through the whole thing with you. However, I will select the most important parts for your attention. First things first, on an auction contract, the 3-day cooling off period does not apply. And what we're asking for here today, ladies and gentlemen, is an unconditional contract of sale with 10% deposit upon the signing and the balance in 80 days. Now, there are a number of special conditions contained within the contract, and I do not wish to bore you with them all. However, there are some that I do need to mention to you by law, such as today's auction will be conducted in accordance with Schedule 1 of the Sale of Land Regulations 2014 and any other special conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules permit the making of vendor bids on behalf of the vendor and prohibits the making of vendor bids by anybody other than myself, at which point I will simply say vendor bid, and then I will indicate bids upon your request. Now, a person cannot falsely claim or acknowledge that he or she made a bid, and the law prohibits a person from hindering bidding or causing a major disruption to the auction. So guys, if we could all adhere to the rules and regulations of today's auction, we'll all have ourselves a wonderful afternoon. So as the auctioneer, I may make one or more bids on behalf of the vendor, and I may refuse any bid. I may determine the amounts by which the bidding may be advanced, and I do that both for the auction's benefit, but also for your benefit as well, so that you maintain a strong position in the auction. At one point or another, I may refer a bid to the vendor, and in the event of a dispute, I may resubmit the property for sale again at the last undisputed bid, or indeed start the bidding over. Now, the last 2 points are real crucial, guys. Point 1, I cannot accept any bid or offer that is made for the property after the property has been knocked down, unless the vendor or successful bidder refuses to sign the contract, obviously. And finally, if a reserve price has been set for the property and the property is passed in below that reserve price, the vendor will first negotiate with the highest bidder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that shouldn't concern you too much. The reserve that is in place is at a rather competitive level. So if I were you, I would make sure that you just maintain focus on beating your competition that is around us here today. Because rest assured, we have rather motivated vendors that are rather keen on putting a sold sticker on in the next 20 to 25 minutes. So, for 23 Taylors Lane in Rowville 3178 included in the sale today, all fixed floor coverings, window furnishings, electric light fittings and all fixtures and fittings of a permanent nature. Planning and road access is covered by the Knox planning scheme. Responsible authority is of course our great friends at the Knox City Council, and the zoning here is a wonderful general residential zone 1. For rates and outgoings, we have Knox City Council at $1,467.27 per annum, South East Water at $75.85 per annum, and a quarterly drainage and service charge of $151.11. Services available for connection are, of course, the usual suspects, namely electricity, gas, water, sewage and the telephone line. But the most important document of all, ladies and gentlemen, is, of course, that title, which states that we are on Lot 137 on plan of subdivision 148150U and on an approximate land size of 762 square metres. Any questions from anybody here today before we get down to business? All right then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take that silence as golden. So start your engines, because the race for this wonderful, picturesque property is about to get underway. Normally when searching for an idyllic home, the things that you'd be mainly looking for and that you tend to focus on as a family are things like space, privacy, charm and character. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what makes me so happy to be auctioning this property here today for you, because with 23 Taylor's Lane, you simply do not have to compromise. Just feel how warm and cozy this property is. I'm so glad we're actually doing it inside, ladies and gentlemen, this time, because it just highlights the feel, that wonderful, homely feel that we all crave for after a hard day on the tools, when we just want to come home and get a nice big hug from our property as well as our family. In the middle of 3 golf courses, as well as a heck of a lot of shops, easy access to Eastlink and the freeways, you've got a fantastic location that has got potential for the future also. Next to the near the iconic Caribbean Gardens as well, you're going to have plenty of eyes look at this sort of location down the track. So not only is your money secure when you purchase today, but in the future, my word, is your money going to be more than secure. Ensuite to the master living spaces to get everyone so that they can appreciate this lovely greenery. Lots of natural light kicking all the way through the home. Ducted heating, as you can all feel, thankfully, because today is a rather unique day. This property does give you that warm hug that we all crave for. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, actions speak louder than words, and I've said more than my fair share, so now it's your time to shine. Here is where I ask you, what you are prepared to pay for 23 Taylor's Lane in Rowville? Who would like to get me started for this fantastic property? Start wherever you wish, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you that you will not regret being that first person out of the gate. It's generally the first person that tends to dictate the pace a little bit. Who would like to get me started for 23 Taylor's Lane? This exquisite property that's picturesque everywhere you look. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just remind you the location that we're in today. Rowville has seen over 10% in capital growth over the last quarter. It is ridiculous how popular this area is becoming for the family. Lots of areas are getting absolutely inundated with developments and rezonings and subdivisions and all this sort of stuff. Whereas the City of Knox have worked very hard to protect this area, knowing full well that this is an absolute winner of a location for the family. You just get to live here and then enjoy all of the serenity that surrounds you. Whereas obviously you go into the city for the commute, you've got easy access there to Eastlink and the Monash, so access to the city is not that difficult either. Who would like to get me started, ladies and gentlemen? Start me wherever you wish, and then we'll see where it takes us from there. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, multiple living areas, ladies and gentlemen, lots of natural light. Bear in mind that with all of these new properties and these new developments that are going around nowadays, one of the biggest issues I hear regularly is the fact that the properties lack character. This home has it in spades, ladies and gentlemen. There will not be a day that goes by where you don't come back to this property and breathe a big sigh of relief because you are home. A starting bidder offer to get us going would be great. It would be much better if we can start on a genuine bid. I would hate to dictate 700? 700,000 is the opening bid with this young lady right here. 700,000, we'll take a $700,000 bid and go in $20,000 rises from here. At $700,000, this lady's in front right now and taking the initiative. Do not blame her, given how lovely this property is. I'm running out of superlatives, ladies and gentlemen, because this property just gives you that lovely home feeling. I feel lovely and warm and cozy just being here myself. And I'm going to be gone. You guys are going to get to experience it for the rest of your lives. I'm almost envious of you. 700,000 with this young lady right here. We'll take a $20,000 rise to get you in front. At $700,000 though, ladies and gentlemen, I'll call you for the first time. $700,000, extremely cheap buying considering median house price is more around the $860, but it's $700,000. This young lady right here has taken the initiative. $700,000 for the second time. Ladies and gentlemen, the emotional connection that this property brings is there. It's quite clear for everyone to feel. $700,000 will go to $720 to get you in front, and it is very much worth it at $720. $700,000 with this lady right here for the third time. Are we all done and silent at $700,000? Surely not. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if I go past 3, we are going to be negotiating with a very, very motivated vendor. So whether it happens in the next 10 minutes or whether it happens in the next hour, chances are we're going to have a sold sticker on that board. Hesitation and procrastination is not your friend right now, ladies and gentlemen. Actions speak louder than words.
I would have 10 here.
A 10?
710.
Okay, we'll take the 10 and give you first opportunity at 720 there, madam. 710.20, was that a nod? Thank you. 720, 730, sir. Come back nice and strong at 730. 720 is against you. 730 will get you back in front. We'll give anybody now an opportunity at 10,000 to come back in. At $720,000, this lady is in the lead. At $720,000, can I say 730, sir? Madam, whoever the boss may be. Oh, look, yeah, you know, we all know. We all know. 730, madam. That's $720,000, first call. That's 720 with this young lady right here. 730 will get you back in the lead there, my dear. At 720, though, it's against you. Second time for 720. Guys, feel free to jump in at any stage. You guys are closest to me, so don't worry. I'll turn the volume down just for you. That's $720,000 with this young lady right here. Median house price in this area at $860. Jeepers, for investment alone, the numbers stack up. $720,000, madam, come back to me. Come back with me. 730? No? $720,000 then, ladies and gentlemen. Second call at 720. See, even this young lady right here realises the value. That's $720,000. Third time. We'll take a $10,000 rise, but guys, I need to know. I would hate for you to be leaving here going, what if, what could have been? Oh, I wish I did that. We hate those conversations. Realestate.com is not the nicest real estate website to be on right now. It is a vendor's market. You guys have taken the first step of being here. Take advantage of that, guys. I don't want you to breathe a sigh when you get back in your car and then go, oh, right, okay, here we go again. Flick, 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 flick. It's not a good feeling, guys. Take the initiative right now. 720 with this young lady right here. Are we all done and silent at this point at 720,000? That's 720,000 then, ladies and gentlemen. If we're all done and silent at 720, madam, don't give me that smile. You've already got me wrapped round your finger. Come on, 730, please, madam. Come join me. $720,000, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, feel free to come in. You're more than welcome to come in, guys. Come on in. $720,000 then, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to go refer that bid to my vendor, if that's okay. Thank you so much for your patience, my dear. I'll be back with you ever so shortly. Thank you.
If there's any interest, please speak up because it's going to be passed in.
Thank you so much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. It is very much appreciated, I can assure you. But as I'm sure you will understand, this is an incredibly big day for my vendor. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As much as it is a big day for you guys, it's a big day for them too. Madam, you just confirm your 720 for me. Thank you very, very much. $720,000, ladies and gentlemen. It is, for me, I believe personally, that it's at a level that implies that we need to be going a little bit further for this property in Rowville. Okay, what I'm going to do, just to put us into the ballpark and give everybody a much more clear indication as to where we need to be, I'm going to place a vendor bid. Okay, all right. So I'm going to do a vendor bid right now. I'm going to put it at an extremely reasonable $760,000. Which for this property, bearing in mind we've got sell prices all over here within about a K in that late 7s to early 8s. 760 for me is still extremely cheap buying. So vendor bid with me at 760. Madam, I'll invite you back in at 770. 770? So it's a vendor bid with me, and invite you back in at 770. We've talked with the vendor. 760 is getting a lot closer. 770 will get you back in front. 760 is the bid with me. $760,000, ladies and gentlemen. Rest assured that there is competition out there. If this property passes in, you're going to lose the opportunity to buy with transparency. That is the beautiful thing about this process, ladies and gentlemen, is that you know exactly what your competition is buying at, the level that they're at, and the level that you need to be at to secure this home. If this property passes in, you will not know. You will be going into battle blindfolded. You won't know how far you've underbidded by. You won't know if you've overpaid by a ridiculous sum of money. You will not have a clue. Right here is where you have a chance to bid with freedom. The private sale market is a killer right now. I've been in it myself. It's not nice, and I'm an agent. $760,000 with me, and I need to see a 770 to get you back in front. 760 is the bid with me. That's yeah, vendor bid with me at 760. 760 is the vendor bid with me. Call it for the first time. Second time. Third time. $760,000 is the bid. I need to know if anybody is in or out, because if you are in and you let this pass you by, it could cost you way more. 765, I'll take you 765, madam. At 765, this young lady is back with the initiative. At 765, bid is with this young lady right here on a live genuine bid with a vendor in there that is super keen to sell. At $765,000 is the bid with this young lady right here. I'll call 765 for the first time. We'll accept a $5,000 bid from anybody here right now if that means that you get back in front. But right now, this young lady is taking the initiative for the second time at 765. The value of this home right now is fantastic. It is so well maintained. But you know what the best part about that is? And I haven't even talked about this yet. You get an opportunity to have a canvas that needs no massive maintenance on it. So if you wanted to modernise this property and try and increase value, it's going to be real easy to do. Real easy. Not like a lot of these properties where people try and see value so they can do some renovations and so on and so forth, but then they scratch the surface and realise, wow, there's so much more work to do here than I realised. This has been so well looked after, guys. If you're a first home buyer trying to get into the market, or if you're a next home buyer that just wants to see their superannuation go higher and higher and higher, their future wealth go higher and higher and higher, you get an opportunity to do that right here, both in growth and in potential. 765 is the bid with me. I'll call it second time. We'll take a bid of $5,000 to get you in front, ladies and gentlemen, and my word, is it worth value at that. That's $765,000 with this young lady right here. Right now, this young lady has won herself the right to negotiate with the vendor. She's going to get a property bought in the next couple of hours, I dare say. Such is the motivation that we have with the vendors. Third time at 765. We're at the 11th hour, ladies and gentlemen, and I need to know if any more of you are in or out. $765,000, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just go and refer one last time to my vendor. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience. 765. Wait 1 second, guys. Big decision, as I'm sure you can understand.
That's a while ago. Good value, brother. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see that. What, buddy? We'll stay down.
Thank you so much for your patience, guys. It's so much appreciated on a Saturday afternoon. Madam 765, can you just confirm that for me? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, 765 being $95,000 under the median house price for Rowville for a 4-bedroom home. We can't let it go for 765. We can't. It's not in our duty of care to be underselling property on behalf of our vendors. We need to make sure that we get a decent value that works for both parties. As I'm sure you can all understand, that's the nature of our job. We've got to try and get a great result that makes everybody happy. Sometimes easier said than done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place one last vendor bid. Okay? I'm going to need to. One last vendor bid at $780,000. $780,000 is the vendor bid with me, and if we see no more bids, we will be passing the property in. And Des, we have had indications that people will make offers after the event. Is that correct? He's a man of few words, is Des, but he's a man of plenty of action. $780,000 is the bid with me, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate your patience and really appreciate your focus today. $780,000, I'll call it first time.
So is it on the market or not at 780?
Not quite at this point in time, sir. We're playing for first rights to negotiate, but I'm telling you now, we are super close. Super close. Very, very close. I believe that the next bid could potentially make the difference. Thank you for your question though, sir. At $780,000, ladies and gentlemen, bids with me at $780,000. I'll call it second time. $780,000, ladies and gentlemen. Super cheap for Rowville. So cheap for this postcode. If you have any interest at all, you need to show your hand right now, because if I go past 3, you're going to be bidding blindfolded. Third time. Madam? I need to know.
780.
That's the vendor bid with me. Okay. Come to 785.
782.
782.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
The only one had to buy, you know.
782. 782. If I go past 3, I'll be passing the property into this young lady. She's gone through enough. And she will have first rights to negotiate if there's no better bid. My word, is she mega close. Mega close. $782,000, ladies and gentlemen. I'll call it first time. Any interest from anybody, I need to know. $782,000, ladies and gentlemen. Second time. I dare say in another 15 or so minutes, if I go past 3, you will see a sold sign on that board. Third time at 782. We all done and silent, ladies and gentlemen, for 23 Taylor's Lane in Rowville. $782,000. We all done, silent, at 782. Need to know. Guys, just confirm you're out. You are? You sure? Thank you for your bidding. At $782,000 then, ladies and gentlemen, if we have seen no more bids from anywhere, at $782,000 for 23 Taylor's Lane, I will be congratulating you and passing the property in to this young lady right here. Thank you so much to everybody that's come along to watch. It's $782,000. We will be passing in the property. I dare say we will be negotiating from there and having a great deal of success for everybody concerned. Okay? On behalf of the vendors in Stockdale and Lego, Des Lorcan, Ali Aziz, thank you so much for everybody for coming along. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Take care, and we'll see you next time. All the best. Thank you.